parties agreed in principle that the cost of the maintenance and the life cycle related items were the responsibility of Lambton Shores and South Huron, and the cost would be shared on an actual flow basis. It was further agreed in principle that the recommended immediate condition related repairs and replacement of obsolete components in PS2 would be undertaken within the same time frame as the planned project. Last point, all parties agreed that the cost of future replacement of pumps and related equipment in PS2 and the potential twinning of the force main due to additional capacity requirements would be shared on a design flow proportional basis. So basically what that boils down to is the maintenance and obsolescent items identified in the Gaspee Manor report would be the responsibility of Lambton Shores and South Huron. The main thing is there's $300,000 of recommended immediate repair and obsolescent items that needs to proceed. The remaining $700,000 can be done, scheduled within the next 5 to 10 years on as needed basis. And the trigger for replacing pumps or equipment for capacity expansion would be triggered by additional capacity requirements. Boils down to when Blue Water wants to connect, that would be the trigger to do capacity related work. The last item is the temporary utilization of Blue Water's treatment capacity. So Lambton Shores confirmed their desire to utilize Blue Water's share of the treatment plant capacity until such time as Blue Water required that capacity to be returned. Blue Water requested a written proposal from Lambton Shores outlining formally what they were requesting. And one of the issues was the lead time necessary to do a plant expansion. That's if it's required when Blue Water capacity needs to be returned. And then I've summarized the recommendations and I boiled them down to 7 recommendations that for the board's consideration for passing.
Okay. Questions? That was people that were at the meeting. Was there a fair representation of what we did? Did you all agree with the discussion and the report?
In the early part of that meeting, Grant and I were there. We did get all involved on the discussion down there that we always say that we got to hear. And it is our feeling, and I think it's a strong feeling in the municipality that if it means getting this plant going with you people by using our capacity, it's pretty foolish for us to sit on it and hold it up. We also have to protect our interests and being so far part of it, that someday when we want to act responsible in a reasonable amount of time, to let the thing get ahead, and we know it's going to cost us. We know that, we made that decision, that whatever happens costs us. But it's not responsible for us to hold that capacity to one side, and that can mean we can get a few years out of spending less money. We should be responsible to do that, and we are prepared. We need to sit down with a request and a perfect document we can both live with to make that work.
That's the process. I think
So that's what
our legal people.
That's exactly what we felt, and you felt too.
Yep. Paul, you have?
Yeah, just on going back to number 3, the trunk sewer route. In the original document that we had, this is referring to the other route. We had the other route kind of going, if we were going to connect with somewhere in on the D line or back behind the concession road. So this is another option.
That's the preferred option.
No. Okay, but just I wanted to be clear in my head, the one that we were kind of talking about, if we were going to join, we were going in the back.
You could.
Is that option still on the table?
Sure.
Okay. It doesn't mean doing it or anything. Doesn't just it's still there. Doesn't preclude anything. Okay.
That's the decision we have to make. Right?
Oh, what
do we want to do something there now? Do we want to wait and either do it then? It was
wanna make sure I wasn't getting it any worse by saying something totally wrong. So, very good, thank you.
This had been discussed earlier between South Huron about connecting into that force main, and there was some concern with capacity and joining the two together and affecting the collection systems of our individuals between municipalities, unless there's an agreement. So our existing gravity sewer along Ontario Street is working fine, and there's no, we wanted to make sure that our ratepayers weren't impacted by what South Huron and Blue Water were coming in there, and our engineers have looked at it. And it's going to be 22 feet deep if it goes, so it's quite a project. We're concerned about the timing of when we'll be putting in that pipe.
That all will get discussed, I just wanna make
Yeah.
sure about the two, there was two lines originally, this is now another option.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Any other questions on the report that has been put forth so far? And there's a recommendation at the bottom. It's 7 points of the recommendation of how we might move forward and what needs to be done. We're going to,
Could I have maybe John read out those recommendations before we move the report for the recommendation?
that would be probably, you want to read those, Tom? Sure.
The recommendation is that the Grand Bend Area Sewage Treatment Board adopt the following recommendations subject to the approval from the respective councils. 1, that Grand Bend Area Sewage Board proceed with a full build single train treatment train plant. 2, that a future plant expansion be initiated when actual usage exceeds 80% of the rated sewage treatment facility plant capacity, and/or be initiated by growth-related development in accordance with clause 29 and 30 of the joint agreement between Lambton Shores, South Huron, and Blue Water. 3, that unused capacity in the lagoons be reallocated in order to connect properties in the service area while the plant is being constructed, with no request being unreasonably withheld. 4, that the routing of a separate Blue Water South Huron trunk sewer on Ontario Street and Municipal Drive to Pump Station 2 as indicated in the South Huron Grand Bend Area Collection System ESR report is acceptable. 5, that the condition and related repairs and replacement of obsolete components identified as immediate in Gamsby Manrose PS2 capacity and condition assessment report be undertaken within the same time frame as the new STF expansion and upgrade project. 6, that the cost of the condition-related repairs and replacement of obsolete components in PS2 be shared on an actual flow proportional basis by Lambton Shores and South Huron. And 7, that Lambton Shores temporarily utilize Blue Water's share of the new STF capacity until such time as Blue Water requires that capacity to be returned, subject to an acceptable agreement between the parties.
I just have a point of clarification on number 7. Subject to an acceptable agreement between the parties, we're talking about Blue Water and Lambton Shores.
Correct.
As the parties, correct? Yeah.
Number 5, just a little clarification for me, I guess, going back to the costing, and I just want that clarified in my head. It says the conditions related to GAMSP SB2 capacity condition assessment be undertaken. And that, as I'm referring to the 300, I'm going to use numbers here, the $300,000, and then the 700,000. Is that included in that? My understanding was, when I heard it, was that those things were going to be taken to Lambton Shores and South here, and we're going to immediately spend $300,000, and then the other is going to